I still feel young when I grip that wheel tight. Friendly lobbies waiting, the green flag waves. We ain't wrecking here, just sharing good days. I ain't the youngest, I ain't the leanest, but I know the line, and I still can meet. With a steady hand and a heart that plays, I'm fast on the good and faster on the best days. This car ain't chrome, it ain't shine for show. It's the soul of the road where the wild ones go. Running with friends, not the daily's game. It's the chase that matters, not the fortune of fame. I ain't the youngest, I ain't the leanest, but I know the line, and I still can meet. With a steady hand and a heart that plays, I'm fast on the good and faster on the best days. This car ain't chrome, it ain't shine for show. It's the soul of the road where the wild ones go. Running with friends, not the daily's game. It's the chase that matters, not the fortune of fame. I ain't the youngest, I ain't the leanest, but I know the line, and I still can meet. With a steady hand and a heart that plays, I'm fast on the good and faster on the best days. I ain't the youngest, I ain't the leanest, but I know the line, and I still can meet. With a steady hand and a heart that plays, I'm fast on the good and lightning on the best days. The chase is the race, and I'll see y'all at the line. Got a limp in my stride, but I still feel young when I grip that wheel tight. Friendly lobbies waiting, the green flag waves. We ain't wrecking here, just sharing good days. I ain't the youngest, I ain't the leanest, but I know the line, and I still can mean it. With a steady hand and a heart that plays, I'm fast on the good and faster on the best days. This car ain't chrome, it ain't shine for show. It's the soul of the road where the wild ones go. Running with friends, not the daily's game. It's the chase that matters, not the fortune or fame. I ain't the youngest, I ain't the leanest, but I know the line, and I still can mean it. With a steady hand and a heart that plays, I'm fast on the good and faster on the best days. Slides in like a draft down the street. The gift bends wide like a turn fade. I ain't the youngest, I ain't the leanest, but I know the line, and I still can mean it. With a steady hand and a heart that plays, I'm fast on the good and lightning on the best days. And the chase is the race, and I'll see y'all at the line. hair flying, wheels still tight. I've lived 1,000 laps tonight. A little sore, but the fire won't fade. Widowmaker's born to race, born to race. Different the Phillies, no scoreboard kings. It's about the chase and the joy it brings. Love is racing, but records is in. The fight's in, the run up the fight at the end. Line by line, lap by lap. Catch me slipping, don't bet on that. Gray hair flying, wheels still tight. I've lived 1,000 laps tonight. A little sore, but the fire won't fade. Widowmaker's born to race, born to race. Rockets like a cascade of notes like you shift a red line. Thunder groove rolling low, and like tires gripping hot asphalt. Bouncing double kick snare roll, simple crashes, chaos of a race starts. Fan slams back in full force. Gray hair flying, wheels still tight. Faster on the best days, lightning in the night. A little sore, but I'll never fade.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the channel. It's Monday night. It is Time Trial Monday. Let's say hello to those who have made it in. Who's arrived, I think, first in the door was Omega Slots. Welcome. Matthew was second. Wilkie third. Damo in number 4 spot. Hayden made a welcome at 5. And Nate made it in at 6. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the channel. We had an interesting night last night on the old NASCAR. That was... turned out to be a long evening and I was pretty knackered. Update on the Fanatec wheel. There is an update sat out there. I've managed to update my base unit and my QR2 and it didn't update on my wheel. So there is some Fanatec updates out there. If you need to get one, please do go and check. And if you're suffering the disconnects, it's probably quite prevalent that you get that update. I'm not saying it's going to fix anything. If it ain't broken, don't fix it kind of thing. But, yeah, it's Monday. We're back to this. Now, I've been told it's another good one. Let's go and have a look. Good evening, Silver Surfer. Let's go and see what the world beholds. NASCAR was fun last night. Enjoyed that. Somewhat different. So we got 2 million for the Elantra, 1,147th. I'm sure a lot of you did better than me on that one round the Nürburgring GP. We also got 2 million for the Opel Corsa, the electric mobile. We came 6,605th. We just sneaked in the door there, didn't we? We took an hour to do that. Up to 95 million. We're going to have to buy some more. And there's a Nations Cup race there. What's that? Don't know what that is. Oh, that's practicing. Happy days. So what have we got? We've got Deep Forest in the MX. It's the Mazda Sprint Racing Roadster. Let's just take a look at Mount Panorama. See where we ended that. Just did the update earlier. We'll see tomorrow if it's all sorted. The problems, yes. Definitely. So we got a 215,268 and we're still third. We're still third in the friends list, which is a pretty good shot at the top, isn't it? We're happy to be there. That was decent. It was, yeah, still happy with that. So then, by all accounts, it's Deep Forest Raceway all night tonight. Or we could do a little bit of something else later if we wanted. So what have we got to do? A 150-101. Oh, there's some oh, Matthew's up in 4. There's some regular top spotters nowadays. 150-101. So that'll get us into the 51st place, 52nd place if we sneak it in. So we'll just have to see where we push to. Let's see who's close. JB's just sat outside the door. He's testing his new pedals. Loving the new pedals. Smoky Tom's just outside. Thorskin. Jonathan Wick. I can't see Mr. Gandy. Is Mr. Gandy inside the gold time? 150, 101. There's Big Daz. Ginger Gandy. Ain't he getting quicker, this sneaky devil? Not just inside, he's 0.7 inside. Well done, Gandy. Good stuff. Who else is pushing? There's Nando, Ozzy, Mr. Russ. There's Frosty and Olive. Throbbing Hood. Throbbing Hood, definitely. Roy Race, Stu Fanelli. Another Roy Race. Dawsey, triple. As in 14. Again, on his new pedals. Keep going. Turbo Tom, Damo's a 148.4. Into the top 10. Sat there is Testicles. Average Dad in 6. The A28 Ego in 5. Fat Man in 4. Lee in 3rd. Mr. Enakuna in 2nd. And Hayden split from his teammate, Average Dad, at 147.888. Fat Man suggesting 10 laps at Daytona might be on for tonight. You never know. You never know. Let's see where we can go. Available in how many colours? It just says 1 in colour in white. We're going to have to go buy one, aren't we, and paint it up to give us another colour. Settings. Well, we're always turning these off nowadays, aren't we? Traction control and counter steer to off. And then we'll see where we go. 150, 101 for gold. Don't know if it gets brake balance. We've raced here recently as well, haven't we? Count me in if Daytona is a goer later. We'll have to see, won't we? Fingers crossed. Top 10, top 5, top 3. You never know. Let's spot the breaking point, end of the straight. Probably about the 150 in all fairness. Can go a bit later, I think. So just notice the eBay listings come up there. In all fairness, folks, I'm just starting out with a venture on some 3D printed bits and pieces. One of them is a Fanatec cooling set. If you have got Fanatec kit and you haven't got another method of cooling and you're finding it rather warm behind the wheel, do give the Fanatec cooling kit a bit of a test. I've had some really good reviews. Customers are really liking it, and it's a really affordable way of making something useful to go on your Fanatec kit. So please do take a look. Please raise interest. Just click the watch button if you wouldn't mind, and see what goes. It'll get more people interested and more people seeing it, if you don't mind at all. But there are some other bits and pieces out there. And with that saying, I mustn't forget to give a shout out to GT Amiga. GT Amiga support me along the way with bits and pieces, and they also help you guys out as well by giving me a code that you can use that get you a discount on all their products. The code is WIDDOW, WIDDOW. If you want something race rig related or something Moser or Acertec, take a look on their website, have a look around. They're currently in their Black Friday sale. The pre-Black Friday sale. Black Friday isn't actually that far off, but at the end of the day, folks, there's something out there. It's coming up to Christmas. Do use my code and give GT Amiga a look in. And thank you, Damo. A 152.901 opener. We've got to go faster than that, surely. Oh, yeah. We cut the corner, didn't we? It's a drifter. What's... It's on Sports Hards. Okay. I didn't think to look at that to start with. We know we've got time in this, don't we? Somebody done a 47, haven't they? That's a decent time. Well, that's annoyed the crap out of me there. That's another lap done, isn't it? Because we've tapped the last corner. Oh. It'll go red, won't it, when we go across the line? Maybe. Hey, Keely, happy birthday. Even though it's probably not today, I've just seen a message that says it is, and I apologise for missing it, but do happy birthday to you, young lady. Hope you had a great time. It was 4th of October, so there we go, a little while ago. I apologise for missing it. I missed everybody's in the last week or so. Missed Big Poppers, missed all sorts, but a belated birthday is better than no birthday. Wishes, that is. She called him Willie! She called him Willie! We're gonna have to call him Willie from now on. Did I wish you a happy birthday before? I'm sure I didn't. Gandhi's in the 49th, so I've got to get into the 49th. Easy. Yeah, his name's Willie from now on. That was a red lap. Hung like a mouse. Could be red as moose. Or more like blancmange. Could be faster through there. Did I? I don't remember. My old brain is not what it used to be. I can't remember even what day today is, or yesterday. Can't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. Who was she thinking of? That's the question when she said, "Hi, Willie." Who was she thinking of? 2.8 seconds quicker. That should be a 150.1. Are we going to go gold? Are we going to go gold? A 49.8. Keely, would you try something for me? Would you do something if I asked you to? Type whatever you like, but type it in caps. Type anything you like in capitals. I know you keep getting slammed. Type whatever you like. Type something, anything. Thank you, Hayden. You can all try it. Type in caps, for God's sake. Nobody dare, do they? They don't trust me. It hasn't worked, has it? Damn. Look at no. No's all in caps. It's working for some, but not for others. Do I detect bullying? How come Streamlabs is getting Keely and nobody else? What's going on there? Don't know what's going on there. But she's through this time. Look at that. Maybe it was just getting out of its system, maybe. It looks like I've turned it off in one system, but not in the other. I'll have to do Streamlabs. You think it's for profanity rather than caps? Maybe so. Right, let's see if we can make some progress. Keely needs to be censored. Come on, you fighter. We just about lost a bit there. We've lost it all just because that little bit of oversteer coming out of that corner. Let's see if we can do a bit on the brakes. That's everything we lost, caught back. And then we missed a gear change. So we're going to lose it all again. Oh, you nugget. We know we've got room. We know we've got time. Little bit of an improvement. 149.8. We just held off the throttle a tiny bit there, so we didn't get the back end stepping out. Oh, chihuahua. I thought we got that absolutely on the edge then. Oh, I was nearly very, very good. Nearly very much out of control, but in control. Oh, come on. Streamlabs prefers me to be seen and not heard. Oh, I like it to be heard. Very much so. I like to see too. Forgive me. I wandered off into my own little world of imagination. Gold was relatively steady, wasn't it? That's good to know. Calm your pipes down. Yeah, okay. I'm allowed. It's my party. And I'll play if I want to. I'm concentrating. I'm just trying to get my eyes in on this. She says. Not wrong. Where's that timing peg? We don't want to miss this gear change. Half a second up, 49.3. Let's see if there's an 8 somewhere waiting for us. 49.2 dead. Got into the throttle really early there. Car was really stable on the apex. We'll try and cut this apex again here. Came through on the coast there. We're massively up. Come on. Point 3.5 up. We lost a little bit. We were good last time round. See if we can brake on the edge of these curbs and just give it everything we've got here. Come on. Oh, we want that 0.2. Come on. A 48 will be lovely right now, and then we can start to focus on where we need to go. There's a 48 just inside the door. Probably don't need to go to 6th there, in all fairness. Thank you for the likes. I'm only seeing one, but I know my screen's lying to me. We're 2/10 down. It'd be interesting to know. Showing 8, very nice. It would be interesting to know just what I need to get into the top 10. We've just done a quick refresh. We're showing 7. Thank you, Hayden. Right, what's the key tricks? Oh, we got a ban evader. You know, they're viewers. They're the only viewer I've got. Do away with them, Wilkster. If we're not having any viewers, we're not having any viewers. Even ones that want to blooming dump links on my Twitch page. I feel so violated. Good evening, Claudio. I am so sorry, my Italian is not that good that I can read that off the page. Good evening, Tia, and welcome. $148.3 is 10th. Ooh. That's a big makeup, isn't it? We've got to make up 0.6. Ooh. 0.67 I've got to make up. How is Tia today? Right, let's see if we can get a good run across the line. See if we can find the maximum speed. We won't go to 6th. Tia's got the round of hellos to do. All of them. Gonna stay in 5th. I'm alright. I'm alright for a Monday. There's far worse days than a Monday. We are 65 days away from going on holiday. I'm not counting. We are just finalising and formulating the route. Booking the hotels that we think we need to book for over Christmas, so we can definitely get a booking. It's horrible to be left abandoned in the middle of the US with no hotel for tonight. We've been there before. We've been talking about where we want to go. And we've both decided we want to go into the wilds of Area 51 and sit out at night and watch the stars. Oh, not far away, not far at all. Thank you, Omega. That was close, wasn't it? That was a tired. Well, let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look where we've got to. Let's see. Then we'll save the ghost. 33 miles, 4-star ticket. A 148.925 optimal. The optimal's not that good. We're top 3,000. Stargazing is amazing, absolutely. So there's 2 or 3 places we want to do it. We're pretty much sure Chicago is going to be too cityfied, and we're going to be in the middle of the city anyway for the first couple of nights. So as we come down Route 66, we reckon if we can get somewhere near north of Texas, Amarillo way, and go up into the hills around Amarillo, maybe a little bit after that when you get to Albuquerque, there's some good hills around there, mountains they will be called. But if we can get up into those mountains where there's no light pollution, should be tremendous. Again, North California, north of Vegas, might be pretty stunning to stop and get in the back of the truck and have a little look up into the sky. Might be tremendous, binoculars and cameras, etc. I know we haven't got any other kit, but 27th place, we slide in front of Frosty, just behind Olive. Who's ahead of us? Who's behind us? Route 66, absolutely. We're going to drive from, effectively, Illinois all the way down to Vegas on Route 66, so that's where we plan to be. So we jumped in quite a long way, 5101. So we would have entered at 53rd, and we actually slid into 27th spot, and we've got past a few. Some good names, Chippy, Ginger. Look, Ginger's done really well. Dutch is there. So yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? It would be nice. Route 66 on a motorbike. I've been Route 66 twice now. We went last year, of course. We did half of it. We went all the way to Albuquerque, then down to the place where the aliens is. New York, yep, done New York already. Did that 2004. 2004? 2005? 2004. Yeah, but New York's beautiful. I had to lay on the floor there to look up at the skyscrapers. Couldn't lift my head up high enough. So I laid on the floor in Threadneedle Street, looked up, and just saw. Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful thing to do. As is in 14th. So to get to 10, as Hayden said, we need a 148.3, and it is what it is. I reckon we need our own car. Let's just have a look at that. Oh no, look, they're all in plane cars, look. They're all in... There's only one there with their own. Nobody's... Very few people, so we stick with a standard car. Okay. I'm going to chuck on the counter steer. Just to see if that can give me something. A little bit more reassurance. And see where we go. There's nothing wrong with New York. It's great to see. I think it's limited in sort of days. If you go for a week, you're going to just be there too long. But if you can tie New York in with a run up into New England, Boston, then New England, and then along to Niagara Falls, or get back down through Philadelphia, it can be stunning. It really can be. It's a beautiful place. So we've driven all the way along there, along the coast of Lake Erie and down to Cleveland in Ohio, and we've done all that lot. Beautiful. But we're going to go a little bit off track this time. We're going to end up in certain places which off Route 66. We're going to go up into Utah. Then we're going to go up in the top end of Nevada and go and explore around Area 51 for a day. which you shouldn't do really, because it's a nuclear test site and stuff, but I'm almost dead anyway, so it doesn't matter. A little bit of irradiation poisoning ain't gonna hurt no one. But then Gandhi says counter steer helps with this, with those tyres, no traction. I've just slapped it on. You did well, Gandhi. You did a decent time. Got yourself in that gold zone pretty safe. Yeah, we went to Zion County last Christmas on Boxing Day, up in Utah, and we're not going to go that far. We're going to drive round Zion. It takes too long to go through Zion. We're going to drive round it. We're going to go to a little place called Glendale. What's in Glendale, you ask? It's another YouTuber. We're going to go and visit a YouTuber in Glendale. We've already arranged that visit. And they're one of my missus's favourite YouTube channels called Fabrats. We're going to go say hello to them. Don't know if we'll get on their channel or if they'll do a little bit of a meet on ours. Don't know. Completely different genres. They're into rock climbing, rock crawling, and it's not something we kind of do unless we're talking BeamNG. I've never streamed it, so probably wouldn't get any appeal from their audience. But you never know. They're quite a broad church, Fabrats. They're midstream America, young family. Ooh, yeah, you fighter. We lost the pace out of there. Gandhi's still got the man flu. Oh, never good. Now, it's not a short shift to this car, is it? Am I right to be revving it out? Am I right to be giving it the nuts at the top end of the rev range? Could I be... Oh, look at that. We shot up the acceleration phase there. We need to... You had lady flu, it's not the same. Absolutely, that's very close. We can do better with the counter steer, come on. We've got to find 0.7. We're losing time. It helped there, didn't it? The old counter steer. Don't hit the wall, you chip nut. Oh, not good. I haven't been ill for... Well, I suppose I was. This time last year, I think I had a week or so off the stream, didn't I? I had the most horrendous cough and cold and couldn't breathe and had a really sore throat. But I've had nothing for a year or so. Doesn't mean to say I won't. Still worked all the way through it though. That's the rev it out, Jim, says Hayden. Thank you, sir. There's an improve. But not on the old fastest lap job. I think it's I've got to find some shortcuts here. I've got to be better. Come on. Oh, she's sliding on me, baby. Come on. Come back. I probably should have stayed in third. Childbirth is a two-way choice. Having children it's all about the ups and downs. Wet wipes. Come on, get across this line. Let's have an improve. We're not gonna get an improve this time, but a 49.121. Slow, steady progression. Let's see if we can get into this first turn nicely. Counter steer, come on. Where are you when we need you? I think I can steal more there. Massively behind the gun, but we're gaining. We just have to improve that. Gotta find where we're miles behind on time. Hoodie designs are in process. The shop needs a little bit of work. I've just got some refining work to do on some of the graphics. I want the graphics to be a little bit cleaner, a little bit smarter, a little bit more precise. I want the best prints possible, so they're on the way. Expect to have them sort of available as a shop on the 27th of October. That's when you should be able to nip on the store. That's when I'm going to try and open it, on the 27th. I will send a message out on the channel when the store is open. The store is actually open now, but I've not shared the link because it's not really ready. I've got to do the whole storefront thing, but I'm not very good at that lot. I'm not very good at the designing of the shop and things, so but yeah, there's bits and pieces being done for it. I've got to do some more. That's what Wednesday and Thursday evenings are for now. Lost all that time. Come on, Widow. Focus. Concentrate. Here we go. Come on. This time. That's a good one. Come on. We lost a little bit on the brakes coming round there. We lost a lot coming through that corner. We've lost it all. Lost everything. We're gaining back though. Did you want a pink mankini? We can do mankinis in the pink, I think. Needed to be a bit smoother out there, didn't I? Oh, don't lose it all coming down the hill. We were doing all right. $48,957, that's it. There's the improve. That's what we wanted. Come on. Oh, yeah. We've only just got there, haven't we? Now I wonder, is this a road car or a race car? Is there really any opportunity to go and put some wider wheels on and get a bit more potential grip? A bit more wheel width. Try to do a donut. You have a hood. Well, why are you getting a hat with the hoodie? Yeah. It's fashion. You'd want one too, Silver, if I made one for you. It'd have to be in like a silver grey, wouldn't it, of course? With a surfer badge stylised in a Widdowmaker style, wouldn't it? That's what we'd have to make for you. And then we'll all have to have photos of you all wearing them. I just don't know what the cost's going to be like. That's the bit I'm also juggling with. I've got to make the cost reasonable. It's the bloody shipping cost that's doing me head in. No point having them expensive. How much can I steal here? Not a massive amount. Matthew did his time in a rented. Oh, I'm going to go and get a rented then. I'm going to put tyres on it. I'm going to put wide wheels on because it's doing my nutting. Doing my nut! My heel collection is mad as now. You have heels on teeny feet. Oh. $48,752 on the optional. Yes, sir, we do. They're from France. They will be shipping from France, so it's a good chance. It's Europe. We are at 27 still. We have... Oh, we're exactly the same as Olive. We haven't managed to beat Olive yet. Where's Fat Man's time? Fat Man's in 4. Look at that. Is that a rented? He didn't paint it, though. Yeah, Gandhi wears your heels, though, doesn't he? It's different. It's different. It's different when another man's worn a woman's heels. It's terrible. It's terrible. Let's go and get a car. I did save the replay, didn't I? Yeah. Gandhi will have dropped his balls in the heel of your tiny shoes. Wouldn't be the same. No. What car is it, by the way? For the corner into the back straight, brake early, then accelerate through it until you gain that quiet bit of time, carrying the speed up the hill. For the corner onto the back straight. No, he doesn't have to put them on his feet. For the corner onto the back straight, brake earlier, then accelerate through it to gain quite a bit of time, carry speed up the hill. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was going to look at the car. What am I doing? Thinking about somebody's feet. Stop it. It's the Mazda Spirit 12R25. Thank you very much, Big Popper. Thank you, sir. It was a hard battle. It was not easy. Light grey with a surfer badge on the front and a 58. Okay, sir. We can do that. We can do that, I think. We can do that. A change car. Manufacturer. Those hairy feet. No. 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 Manufacturer. Mazda. Ma. There it is. 12R. It's not that one. It's that one. Enter no man wearing my heels. No, we don't have to wear them. No. It's terrible. Terrible, Mr. Widdowmaker. Good evening, Azza. Welcome, sir. The oil change. It's a tiny thing, isn't it? Light grey, silver badge on the front, 58 on the back. Yeah. We can do that. Ebenezer good, wheelie good. We're gonna need to put. So they are the standard wheels. We're gonna need something of the black dimension raceage. Can we go? We can go wide. We can go wide. We can go. I think we need to go 16s and get that little bit of acceleration on this track. I don't think we need to worry about the long part of the circuit. I don't know, actually. Is it more important to be faster? Let's go with the standard size, see what that does. Yeah, and then we're going to put some custom parts on it, make it a thing, get some aero going. Not that it matters, because there ain't none. Custom wing set, of course, type it high, type 20. Everybody knows type 20 is the one, don't they? It's got the wang. Racing items got to have them, hasn't it? Them, because they're more aero. Tow hook. Don't need a tow hook. We're not getting towed. Full cage. Yes. Oh yes, it's a proper race car. Number plate, light bulbs, got to go all the way to super cool. Number plate. Can't block the arrows, we just have the rear. Yeah. There it is. I don't think we've got a style for it. Yeah, we're doing good. It was a good race last night. It was tired. I was tired. 3.5 hours, man. Whew, 2 hours, 50 minutes it was, all told. But it was good. It was good to get that win at the end. And we worked out how to beat the AI. That was the key bit. You wait till we do the full live version with humans. Ooh, yes. It could be so much fun. This should be the bees and kneeser. Sports hard, isn't it? That's what we want. No. Sports hard is what it's got. We need to load up the ghost. Pretty much sure we do. Ghost settings. Open. Here we go. Who's the new guy? Ginger Gandhi. What's the name? That's a new name in the... Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There is a new guy. We haven't seen him for a long time. He's too busy working. So, fingers crossed there will be a ghost. He won't have a wang, though. Car feels a little bit edgy. Car feels a little bit more active. Or is it going faster and I'm not dealing with the speed very well? Feel like I want to come out of there in third. Take the corner wide and long enough and third gear might be the answer. Cut out a gear change. It's very short acceleration phase. Keep this in fifth. Brake on the edge of the curb. Oh. Third's very long and slow, isn't it? Not good. Am I wasting time going out all the way to the right? Should I be tight line and just tight lining it in and going left, left, left? I wonder. Not quite so good. Brake earlier, he said. Accelerate through the corner more. We tried that. Feel like he's getting away from us. Have we kept it? I'm going to try tightening this up a bit. It's close. It'd be a 48.959. A 713. Get in. Straight off the bat. We can be quicker. We can definitely be quicker through there. Now, interesting line through here. We can really straight line this. We lost it all. Come on. We just held off trying not to hit the throttle because of that overrun onto that curb. I think we've got to turn in a little bit later. 48.7. Pressure. We lost a bit there. Need to be tighter into that corner, definitely. We can do better. Come on, Widow. Let's put the sector time up. Yeah. So we really tried to get into the gas really early there, and that was too early. Let's keep trying. We gave it too much. Too much of the bean. And we were up as well, getting into that bit. Here is the real tricky bit. Fastest into the long run, come on. My force feedback, my vibration, has just knocked my phone and my controller off off my rig. Oh, that scared the living bejeebers out of me. Oh, so much vibration going through my rig. It's untrue. Oh. Let's pick things up and put them in a more appropriate place. Dipstick. I'm just glad my pint glass hasn't gone. Wowzers. Scared me to death. Yeah, here we go. Carry on. That was always going to happen, wasn't it? We'd lost control. Okay. There's never a truer statement. Adulting really sucks. Yes, it does. It can only be second. Get down the right-hand side of here. Don't swing all the way out left. Adding too much distance. Let's go. Like burning toast, says Keely effing ball. Soaring at the wheel through there to try and keep control of the back end. Oh, we found it there. Brake and throttle at the same time. Oh, don't lose the time. Come on, you nugget. Explanation of the adulting is like burning toast. How's that work? Oh, we forgot to tell Tia. We don't call him Wilkie anymore. His name's Willie. Christened by Keely. I'm not saying nothing, Keely. You called him Willie. He is now Willie to me forever. Laggy. I'm laggy. Let me pause. We're at 5,897. I can only suggest that you press the refresh button or restart your streams. I apologize. I apologise. Twitch bitrate is really poor, but drop frames is 0, and I've got 6,000 kilobit, so I'm streaming exactly the same. Have we got a really bad stream? Let's see. Bitrate on Twitch is really bad. 6,300. It's too high, to be honest, for Twitch. Don't know what's going on. Stream output. I'm supposed to be at 5,750 and it's pushing 6,000. So preset is on the best quality, tuning is on the highest quality, and I'm on 2 pass. So, good evening, Shaheen. Welcome. Let me just check quality on. Yeah, we see the 1080p HD. That's fine. Twitch is bad. Yeah, Twitch bitrate is now flat. Yeah, Twitch is off. Twitch has just gone off. There's some problem with Twitch. It's saying it's unstable. Poor network connection. Log in with Twitch. Don't know what's going on there. Yeah, the stream's down on Twitch, but it's live now with no delay, and it's no different to it was earlier. So, we've only been able to stream for 2.9 minutes in the last 35 minutes or so. Let me refresh my Twitch stream. Twitch is back up. Twitch is back up, so obviously Twitch has had a momentary issue. Hopefully you guys are back in. I've got to catch these bad boys. They're legging it away from me. Twitch, yeah. It's not doing very well, Twitch. Got 3 viewers out there, though. Welcome, Twitchers. 48.9. We're 0.2 away. Let's see if we can find something. There we go. First corner success for a while. Gotta try and pick something up on the back straight for sure. Go blue, go blue, go blue. It's good. Yeah, I'm blue, da da dee. Now it's gone to adverts. That's what I hate about Twitch. It's because of the lack of adverts on YouTube. I probably should put the adverts on YouTube, but it would frustrate so many viewers. Oh, here we go. We got that right. We did get that right. Come on. Not trying to do so much leaning tonight. 48.5, almost to the top 10 region. Just smoother on the tube, yeah. Well, Twitch have been doing a lot of messing around with how they carry the stream, haven't they? they've started to turn it round and put the onus on the YouTuber on the Twitcher for the quality of the stream. And I know I've got decent stream gear, etc., but there's no way in the world I'm gonna take the hit for a channel that doesn't pay me nothing. So I'm sorry, Twitch, but your days are numbered. Thank you, Gandhi. I need to find point 2. Yeah, Wilkie prefers Twitch. Wilkie's of an older generation in terms of Twitch user. I'm not saying he's an old dude. He's been using Twitch a long time, and he's au fait with it and understands it, and it's ingrained in his genes. He knows how it works. We've found half a second since putting the wide wheels on. We're a bit slow out of there. It felt good mid-corner, but the car was heading away from the apex after it. That worked. Oh, the car slid round there, didn't it? Why'd you miss racing, Shaheen? What is it you miss? There was a request if we could go racing tonight. If we could do some Daytona. We've gone purple again. We're inside the hive, which is good. You've had to pack the PS5 away. Oh man. Are you moving house or something, or have you just been bad and spending too much time on it? I think my missus is going to ask me to pack mine away. Son is in grade 2. He was playing... the influence of the youngsters. Yeah, you can't be a bad example when he's got to do his education. Turn the gaming into education, though. Make it worthwhile. Driver ed. I didn't have computers and PlayStations and stuff when I was at school. Well, we did. It was just coming along. But they weren't the distraction that they could be today. I don't mind watching my missus play. It's all good fun. My missus sits there with her tablet playing Candy Crush, watching old Mrs. Marple or Sherlock Holmes or Clouseau or Poirot or whatever else it is she watches. She loves it. She goes to bed early, gets her Samsung tablet out, and she enjoys it. She knows I'm in here, not doing any damage. What sounded so wrong? Oh, we went red. We cut too much. Pardon? Inside the top 10 we are with 0.2 away, aren't we? Until you finish that sentence. Wish I had a YouTube job or retired. Oof, oh my. I've got around about 18 years left working, the way my YouTube career's going. Early days. This time, come on. Bit of confidence, bit of bravado, a little bit of push downhill. Come on. Come on, car. Drive it like a Honda. Bounce it off rev limiter. Pardon? You said your missus plays with herself, stopped for a second, then carried on with the convo. I'll correct you there. What I said was, I like to watch my missus playing. I thought about things and said, she gets her Samsung pad out, doesn't she? Nothing wrong with that. I see what you're trying to do. 0.3, we're gaining. Come on. Oh, it was all in the acceleration phase there. Oh, there's some info from Fat Man I need to pick up on. You need to be 0.29 sector 1. Oh, wow. And a 107 in sector 2. Okay. Your son likes Fortnite, COD and FIFA, but you're educating him incorrectly, you see. None of those games transcend to later life unless he's going to be a soldier, a vagabond, or a football player. He needs to be in with driver's ed. Far better educational material. I prefer place as a whitefish. Cod's a little bit too flowery, too flaky. I much prefer place from the chippy. Although it's not as good a quality in terms of fish styles, it's just a lighter bite place. Yeah, mushy peas and chips, absolutely. Oh, we had to fight it round the corner there, didn't we? We know we can be quicker in that first sector. We've got to find, what, a whole 0.1. We know we can be. We've got to smooth it up. So, we've got to take a brain back to the license tests about how we managed to get so much quicker through there. Battlefield Rocks looks good, was on it round heathens last night. Yeah. Battlefield. Educational standards, though. Tia says, went out the other day in the car, stop at the lights on red. Some dude tried to leave Gandhi in his GTI and left his gearbox at the lights. Oh, very good. That's the stories we like to hear of. I've never been a big COD fan. It's the first-person shooter thing. I really like DayZ, and at the minute, DayZ is packed away. I'm not doing the DayZ at the minute. Fell out of love with DayZ. Just for a short while. We'll find it again. Making little gains here. I'm going to keep the foot flat. I'm not going to lift it at this point. I had to lift it. That can't be second through there. It's got to be third. For the traction, we're just losing so much. Ah, it went red. Son of gun. Mafia Wars 1 and 2. I've got to get some of my old games out that I haven't really played. Red Dead 2. Got to really get my head around that. Got to play some of that bad boy. It's got to be a good game. Good evening, Mr. Lee. Welcome. Right, come on. We want a 10 o'clock top 10. We gear slammed. Got the car into the corner. Got it out the apex much quicker. Still a 30.0, not a 29.7. And we lost the time there through that corner. That was shockingly bad. I'm hitting that little bit of grass on the outside and slowing myself down. Play third person, it has to be GTA 5 online. Never found GTA 5 online to be very social friendly. Ooh. Do daily race, try 2200. Hello, Duca. I'm not a massive fan of the daily race, my friend. People are not of racing intent. They like to wreck and roll, and I stay away. But my guess is that we do what we do. But thank you very much. Appreciate the chat. Got to gear slam this into that corner, haven't we? That's where it's got to be. GTA used to piss me off. Need friends to play GTA. Maybe that's what it is. I never found GTA Online to be really a game you could just stick at and play. I've never found it to be much fun. I just die as soon as I step in the server, mainly. Get run over by somebody or shot or killed by a tank from miles away. Gotta get this bad boy stuck in, come on. Oh, we've hit the wall. I must have played GTA 5 through 3 or 4 times. Definitely 3 to conclusion. Trying to do all the endings. Fatman said, nice, I'm 040 off your timely. Yeah, that's very good. I'm a little bit slow. I've got to find a good second. I gotta gear slam a bit more. Saints Row, I haven't played that for a long time. I've got that. Got that on PS4. Let's see if we can find an answer with some gear slamming. Try and get the car into the apex a little bit. The car is genuinely more stable as you gear slam it in. Oh, it just unwound itself then. And I hit the grass on the right again. Trying to open that apex up and really get it out wide has forced me to keep hitting that grass on the right, and I keep losing the braking. I got to bring it in tighter. Keely says, proper Xbox nerd, just think if I Twitch streamed I'd be making dough. For all the wrong reasons. You'd be like that last Michaela. Every man's dream, there you go. I'll just have to put up with your Insta, that's what we'll have to do. And you know I'm being cheeky, I mean it in jest, that's all. Come on, let's get this thing done. Yeah, Michaela. I think I've got a live stream to Insta. I think that's where I've got to go. I'm not getting this. The old brain is not finding it. There's the line. There it is. Stay off the grass on the right and you get the acceleration, look. That's where it's got to be. That's where we've got to go. 610, 608. It's coming down. Oh, we missed the gear change there, didn't we? But that's where it's got to be. Just got to get the rest of it right. Can't do that either, can we? Yeah, that's annoying. I almost had that right. If it wasn't for the entry and the exit and the apex, it would have been perfect. I gotta hold the tight line there for sure. Ooh. Customer accused you of breaking her doorbell. What did you do to it, Lee? You ring my bell, my bell, ring ding 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 ding. If it was already broken, you can't have broken it. Some people, eh? Some people. Just knock on the door. Sodom. Yeah, I'd go with that, Tia. Keely. That seems the most legit answer. No! Oh. It's 2,200 hours just gone. Oh, frustrating. Female logic. So what he means is, her husband had repaired it earlier in the day, so it was already broken. Then he put it back up on the wall. Lee came along and pressed it, and it didn't work. So it's Lee's fault, not her husband's. Yes, love, I've fixed the doorbell. I've put it back up. In other words, we'll let Lee break it when it comes later. If you can't leave the gates open if they're not there, can you? That's exactly right. Come on, let's do this. Let's get this nailed. Come on, Widow. Nice little late entry. Feed off the brakes and I blooming let the thing go wide. Complete nugget ball. He knows his wife, doesn't he? He knows his wife all too well. Some people will do anything, though, to just scam. I can't believe she said that with a straight face. "51's a charm, isn't it?" Yeah. Oh, so she actually rang in and told you. Oh, you're joking. And these are Southerners. Jesus Christ. In Surrey. Is that Surrey or are you sorry? Dickheads. Yeah. Absolute no mark. There we go, the car's steady in there. Oh. There's a Karen's Diner in Sheffield as well. They're supposed to be quite bang tidy as a place to go. But if you faint of heart, don't go in. As in, if you can't take a little bit of ribbing, like me, take it all personally. Well, Jimmy, you... Oh, I'm all over the place. It's a really good theme, I think, that kind of thing. Because you couldn't offend anybody. If they go in there knowing exactly what it is they need to be doing, that's what it is. Pushing this hard, I've been nowhere near, have I? Nowhere near at all. Come on, let's get this. Got to try and get close. Come on. That's closer than we've been for a while. Oh, you shouldn't. We lost a shed load coming through there, didn't we? Come on. Yeah, that's what I realised, Hayden. I've just got to try and smooth it up and get it right. I was trying to be a bit carefree and just blasé about it and just try and do it relaxed, but I think the relaxed thing is getting that last corner right as well. The chicane, the hairpin is a real trick. That's the closest we've been for a long time. 48,755, 759. Yeah, we've got the blue arrow, which is good. We're not getting out of that corner. Lee's just said, I don't know if I'm racing tomorrow, my shoulder is hurting. Stop wanking, Lee. We're not even any quicker out the blooming hairpin. Christ alive. What are we getting wrong there? I don't know. .48.8. Come on. Gifts. Members can do gifts, can't they? Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying, Shaheen. Yeah, they do. Ladies also like it slow in, fast out. Pedals the wrong way around. Okay. They are. They're upside. They're not upside down. I know what ladies like. Notice I said ladies. Didn't say women. I said ladies. Absolute trash balls, look. We're getting the blue arrow on the gear change. But we're not getting it as we push through. Let's see if we can smooth it up. Maybe if we brake without changing down. I can actually brake later. Oh. Smooth. What is it ladies like? Do they like milk tray or Toblerone? The new Caribou Toblerone. LL Cool Widdowmaker. Yeah, I need to be. I'm too far back. We got the blue big time. You like both? Maybe I need new thingamajig. I thought it was for the ribs, but the ladies liked Toblerone. We lost 2/10 coming out of there. Ladies love cool. Yeah, they don't like warm really, do they? They like warm weather, but they don't like cool. They prefer cool in all sorts of ways. Funky Cold Medina. That was Tone Loc, wasn't it? Funky Cold Medina. Oh, that really annoyed me just then. We got that line absolutely spot on, and then it just drifted off the apex and we went red. 26 laps in. I've never tried Dubai chocolate. It is a good tune. Just like Mick Jagger said, I can't get no satisfaction. I think that was one of the lyrics. Just like Mick Jagger said. Doom, 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 doom. Yes, good tune. Never. I don't like pistachio, and if... JB, welcome, sir. You do buy chocolate? I can't do pistachio, so... I don't do pistachio, so... The Dubai chocolate is out. No. That 10th is too much to lose. Still playing this kids game, Who called it a kids game, JB? You see, JB's got all teched up this last week, so he's now progressed on to a set of Corsa Evo and ACC and all of them adult games, the more technically specified simulators, because he's now got vibration in his feet. He'll be at the doctor's next week for vibration white toes. What's wrong with your feet and hands? Why can't you hold anything anymore? It's because you got vibration fever. That's what it is. This custom fed 3-pedal vibrations. Give me some gains, you mother humper. Keep working that overtime, Gandhi. I've screwed the final hairpin up. Swing, bada, bada, swing. Come, baby, come, baby, baby, come, come. You gotta give me loving and you gotta give me some. That was terrible. That's how Gandhi will get his rig. 1 day a week. Four days a month. 2 months later, rig in driving room. Easy money. Okay, gotta sort this out. Gotta find the answer. Lap 96 it was one day. Right. We've got to find the solution. Four years, 7 months till the mortgage is paid off. Then it's Gandhi time. You could be dead before then. Get that rig bought, Gandhi. I hate my mortgage. Hate my mortgage with a passion. Not because of what it is or the value of it. I hate it because of what it is, the mortgage. Does my head in. I'd rather be a renter. But British society is built on mortgages and bloody pensions. Does my head in. They're just for way for other people. It's not that. It's mortgages and pensions are designed so that other people can take your money and use it for themselves without you having any way of using it. It's an absolute rip-off the way it's designed and built in Britain. Mortgages could be applied for in so many different ways and they could be put to better use for people. But it's the way the economy is set up in the UK that lends the fact that, let's take pensions for example. Pensions you pay into all your life, you get no choice on it now that, and I know we're getting political, but pensions are an absolute waste of time if you're going to not live that long. You know, for somebody who's married with no kids and doesn't have a long projected future, a pension is an absolute waste of time and money. But you're forced down that route and you're chastised by the whole society if you don't have one. Yeah, sorry you have. I flipping hate them. Then you get Donald Trump comes and wrecks your blooming pension every month by knocking the interest rate and the exchange rate because he opens his mouth. And the next thing you know, price of oil has changed and everybody's investing in other shit. Sorry, it is a racing channel. My apologies. If I could just get that time, 2/10 is what I'm looking for. But for some reason, I've got a massively quick ghost going out, and I don't know why. My ghost is massively quick at this point, and I just can't catch it. I'm not quick enough getting into it. Theresa, oh my god. Let's go for Brexit. Let's not, she said. Where's your currency, Shaheen? What are you playing with? What's in your pocket? What nationality are you? What nation? We're good. We're in the blue. Don't start that war, Silver. I personally think Donald Trump will be good for America because it will give them an example of what not to do in the future. We've done it once, let's not do it again. You know, we went for the outlying candidate, the one that promised to shake things up, the promise to make a difference, and in general won't actually do it. We've done it. We've done it. Just need 2/10. Come on, you donkey donut. I don't know if this is going to be any faster, though. I don't think we're going to beat the original Ghost. We might do. I'm losing it, though. Try TC. Nobody's ever told me to try traction control before. I didn't see where you are, Shaheen. Where are you? Dubai? Or are you in the US? Forgive me. I'm racing and reading. It doesn't work very well when I do both. Some crap snipers. South Africa. Well, my friend, you have a beautiful country. I've managed to work in South Africa for a while. And whilst you have a beautiful looking country, you have a massive disadvantage. Your country's history just doesn't help you. You in Joburg? Am I actually in the top 10 now? 48,351, that's close. I think I needed a 48,36. You're from Pretoria? Okay, yeah. I've got a few colleagues, ex-colleagues in Pretoria. I used to work in a place called Benoni, just southern part of Joburg. And then I worked for a couple of weeks down on the southeast coast, Swankazi Beach. $48,306. Oh, you dirty dog. Come on, Widow. I knew there was a 6 in there. We got to do it again. No, we got a slow mid-half. So let's, come on, let's focus. Let's get this. Let's do it. Come on. No, that was beautiful. It felt really, really good at the apex. We're almost in the top 10. A 47 would do it, wouldn't it? A 47 would have us playing poker in the morning if we were able to do it. Take care, Shaheen. Look after yourself and get that sun onto driver's head. Beat this low-class old game. Yeah. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I've got to sell this Fanatec kit. They're not a very good company at all. They really aren't. All the best, mate. You take care. You can do it if you B&Q it. Only in December, Widow. Yeah, he's got to do his education first, that's right. Good night, Keely. You take care, sweetheart. There's the line. That's the one we wanted. We're losing time, though. It's killing time. Widdowmaker racing, we don't stop. Oh, you slug dog. That back end came round, didn't it? Soko, good evening, sir. Socom Hitman. Would I go Logitech? It was an option. It is an option. Simnet pedals are better. Anyone want to buy some V3 pedals? I haven't got any V3 pedals. They're 280 quid from CEX. used with a 5-year guarantee, you know they're going back, don't you? I don't know, I've got to wait till mid-November before I get my pedals back, by the sound of it. I've no idea, I've got to start that whole looking process again. Discussed it with the missus and she said just do what's got to be right. I reckon I could get £1,000 for what I've got. And that's £1,000 then deposit down on something else. It's just a question of kind of what I would want that's compatible with PlayStation and then compatible on PC and workable. But I know I'm set for a painful ride with Fanatec over the next 2 years. I won't be able to get a refund. There's no way that, because they won't give me the money back on the base unit, because there's nothing wrong with it. It's the pedals where I'm doomed. Now I could do what JB's done and go for a cross-functional set of brakes that work with Fanatec, which is a perfectly reasonable explanation, a perfectly reasonable choice to follow. Absolutely. It is a perfect choice, a choice that makes sense, because it's a really good wheel. But without the Fanatec pedals, the load cells, I don't have that extra option of the advanced braking that's available with this wheel. With a 5-year CEX guarantee, it doesn't pay to buy new, to be fair. Well, here's the thing, right? If I buy inverted pedals, I know after 2 years they're broke. So I'm buying a set of used pedals from CEX that are 99% going to be broken. That means they're going to go back under warranty. What am I going to get from them? Am I going to get them claiming through Fanatec for a set of V3 pedals, or are they just going to give me the next set of pedals that they've got on their shelf? The Fanatec V3 inverted pedals are going to break. There is absolutely no doubt about it. They are destined to die because they're going to rely on this cylinder, and the cylinder is flawed by design. So the Fanatec version 3 inverteds are out of the question. They are not a pedal to rely on, unfortunately. The Fanatec normal version 3s, they no longer have the cylinder. So without the cylinder, they are perfectly fine and capable. So my option is to get a set of V3 normals. 220 quid from CEX. Changed gear at 114 to 5th. What do you mean by confidence, JB? Confidence. It's written on the wall that the Fanatec kit's going to fail in 2 years' time, because that's how long both cylinders lasted on my pedals. And they haven't redesigned it. They haven't done anything different, because they're no longer stock in the damper, which is the bit that failed. So whether it's confidence in equipment or kit, none. Don't have any in Fanatec, absolutely none. They've introduced bugs, well, whether it was GT7, there's another bug come into a wheel that was operating perfectly well. It just goes to prove their testing regime for improvements, etc., isn't good enough. Their quality assurance system's rubbish. No, JB means I've not got any faith, is what he's saying. I don't trust Fanatec, not as Even though they've got a good company behind them, I don't trust them. V3 inverteds. Version 3 inverted. How the sex thing... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they can offer 5-year warranty on those pedals, and the customer service is wank at Fanatec completely. You ask them a question outright and they do not reply, they do not respond. It's as though they either don't know or don't want to know the answer to the question. But I also know there's somebody sat behind that customer service portal saying, right, no, don't answer that question for that. Don't, no, we'll deal with that again later. No, just keep them to one side. Absolutely appalling. And then they isolate you as a complainer. So you can't complain because you've got no right. You've got no avenue with them if you complain, because they just close the door. But people don't see it, you see, because as the person that said to me the other day, you've got to take your video down that slags Fanatec off. It's not true. They're a really good company now. And I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Only if you're buying stuff. If you're buying stuff now... Mastercar has 1 million sizes of those cylinders. Whom? What? Don't know. This guy was saying, no, they're really good. I ordered stuff on Tuesday, I got it delivered Friday. Yeah, because that's what they're designed to do. Now when that breaks, you see how you get dealt with. The real route to a good company is not how you sell stuff, it's how you resolve problems. How happy you keep the customer when they're going through the shit with your product. You know, last Wednesday they said give me a credit for that cylinder. They told me on Thursday when I gave them my PayPal account that would be done straight away. Not a problem. We've got somebody on that now. On Friday I received a text message from them saying we have a customer service agent processing your PayPal repayment. Has it come through yet? No, it hasn't. Not a sausage. Not a dingle-dangle sausage. Nothing. Let me get off my high horse about Fanatec. I hate them at the minute. Fanatec have only just been available through Amazon in the last sort of 4 weeks. No, I think the problem is in the first word of your sentence, Hayden. Fanatec haven't fixed the problems yet. The problem that was inherent within the company when they went bust and their old owner process is still in Fanatec. You want to listen to me sing? Holy shitballs. Yeah, £1,000 they are, Lee. They're £1,000 on Amazon. V3s. Check the price. They're £1,000. Because there aren't any anywhere. They're no longer available until the 10th of November. They're selling at £1,000. £1,000. The advert on Amazon is £1,000 for V3 inverteds. That's why I know there's a problem. Have a look. I'm 50 seconds up, look. Let's see it. Let's, I've just knocked the end of my fingernail off on my blooming controller. Let's just do that. Oh, they're 309 quid standard ones. There you go. Here you go. Screenshots. I think it's screenshots, is it? No, it's the other one. It's a PC screen cap. Discord message sent. Thank you, Big Popper. There you go. Fanatec version 3s on inverted on Amazon. 1,099 quid. Amazon price. Just there, look. Version 3. Yeah, the version 3's 309 quid. Inverted. And there's where your problem is. That's the problem. And that's why I know there's a massive problem at Fanatec with those pedals. Delivery 14th to 15th of November. That's what I've been told by Fanatec when to expect my delivery. That's what I've got. That's what I have. That's what they've lost. I don't need them inverted, but I prefer them inverted because of the way you pedal, your foot hits the pedal. I've never driven a car with a clutch or a brake pedal that is fixed on the floor. They've always been suspended from above. So it's a different feel. It's not true to life, the feel. That's why it's very difficult to race with these pedals. It's because they don't represent what I've been handling in real life for the last driving years of 33 years. Big Popper said there's something in Discord. Let me just pump to Discord for a sec. What's he got? He sent me a message in Discord. Whilst just having a break, I'm hot and sweaty. What is going on here? Welcome back. We're so excited to see you. There we go. Big Popper message. Self-adjusting shock absorbers. Ah, yeah. The problem is the attachment method. Big Popper. The connecting rod at the end is different. So whilst they do the cylinder, I suppose I'll have to strip it, but I can't anymore because I've had to send them back. So the problem is the connection on the end. But I guess I could machine it. But yeah, you just need the body diameter, and you could mounting blocks for shock absorbers. Oh, okay, yeah. That's not a link. Okay. But yeah, understood. I get what you mean. Thank you, sir. Yeah. If there are available out there, that's fine. Race cars have pedal boxes. Yeah, I agree, JB. But, yeah, the version 3 inverted's what I have. I don't have to have them, but it's just a personal preference. But when Fanatec are pricing them at that price, and they're not that price on their own shop, you know there's something going on. Now, my thought and hopes and wishes and dreams is they've redesigned the version 3s inverted to be like the... I suppose I better show you. If we're going to have this conversation. They've redesigned the version 3 normals. So if you look at the version 3 normal, if you look here, we'll look at this one. We'll look at the back of the pedal. Oh, come on, you slug bucket. If you look at the back of the pedal here, there's no ram on the back of the brake pedal. Do you see here? There's just a piston, which as the bottom, it's got your load cell. If we go to the version 3 inverted, which is what I have, and is what is now £1,099, if you look on the back of there, you can see in there's the RAM, which is what Big Popper was just telling me, that there is they are available. That is the problem with the version 3s. They're designed with the RAM, but they're not on the version 3 normals. On the version 3 inverted, they have the RAM, but they've designed it out of the normal version 3s. So my thought is that this batch that's coming on the 14th, 15th of November is actually fixed, and they've taken that away. And that would diminish my entire thoughts and feelings about having an unreliable set of pedals. Because if they've got rid of the RAM, they will be decent and they'll last. Because they've worked out the problems with the pedals. They'll have worked it out. They've designed the problem out of them. So that's all we can hope for. They were happy to just send me initially. They were just going to send me a new PCB for the back of the RAM, which in my thoughts and feelings was okay until I took apart the other RAM and it had snapped inside. Then I looked at the RAM that was on the version 3 inverteds, and it was exactly the same response, exactly the same feeling. It did not withstand, it did not push back anymore. And because it didn't push back, excuse the phrase, it's terrible, I know, we'll set somebody off with that. I knew that it was the RAM that was the problem, and I couldn't get the pedals to calibrate again. And when I explained that on the video to them, they said, well, we can send you a new PCB, or you can send the pedals back, at which point I realised I have to send the pedals back to get a new set. Until, of course, they lost them. But they've got proof of delivery in their hands. They know they've had them. And with that being the case, I don't think I'm going to be at a loss for a set of pedals. We just have to see what comes. And I can sell them for... They're 280 from CEX. So I can sell them for 280. I know I can sell my McLaren wheel for 380. I know I can sell this wheel and base unit for 700. So I'm in the best part of 1200 quid to get rid of this Fanatec kit. And then it's just buying something else. That's if they haven't redesigned the version 3 inverteds. I could spend 280 quid and then sell the inverteds. And I basically a basic. It's a swap, isn't it? 220 quid gets me a set of inverteds with 5 years warranty. Not 5 years inverted. A normal set that doesn't have the RAM. Like Big Popper points out, you can get the RAMs from other companies. I can get them from China for 46 quid. I know that. I've already looked into that. But I can't get the right fixing. Good night, Tia. You take care, hun. Have a good and enjoy. I thought you'd gone. I thought you were off cuddling Gandhi. No problem. See you soon. But in terms of what the options are, I really don't know. It has to be something PS5 compatible. I can't go down the route of non-PS5, so that's out Huskenveld and Acertech out the window. I can't go that way. I don't want to go Thrustmaster. I don't like what they've done to you guys. Good night to you. I don't like the fact that they've dumped a shit product on the market and then made you all responsible for your own problems. Don't like that at all. That just feels like Fanatec all over again. Logitech, I like what Lee's saying about his wheel. He's fell in love with it straight away. Really easy to drive, really easy to use, good to use. Responds. I don't like Camus. I think the wheels look horrible. I don't like the Thrustmaster 598 base suit. I think that looks horrible. I don't like the Turtle Beach one. I don't like... So really... Soko Hitman says, I was going to sell my Fanatec gear because of the disconnecting issues, but it's been running top notch since the last update. Well, there was only an update for me 2 days ago, so I've come through that okay, and it's been fine the last week. But my biggest problem is it's going to be an ongoing problem with Fanatec all the time. They've demonstrated that they don't have a good quality process. They apply updates without proper testing. And that's been the same all the way through. We can't ignore that. But I think all companies are going to be susceptible to that because, you know, how much... We're the product testers for these companies anyway, aren't we? I think we've all accepted that. We do the product testing live out in the field. We are actually liable for all their own issues. We're the liability testers, so I genuinely think that's going to be the same issue all round, but you did well with your 598. But I'd like to go Moser, and I've always had a thing for Moser purely because of where we are with GT Amiga as a second brand. Would I be alright with them going through a box into the PlayStation? Well, I know they work because we know people that have used it. I've got no issue with that at all. Moser would work very well as a PC setup, and I'm quite prepared to still buy a Moser setup for a second rig, which I've always wanted, which will come when we sell the house and buy a new one. But I'll just have... I don't want to put both my eggs, all my eggs in one basket. Oh, you stupid ball bag. Oh, I hit that wobble knob. We're going to do another lap 47. What irks me, says Big Popper, is everyone spending all this money, and when it takes a crap, you've got so much downtime unless you spend more money. That's, again, my problem. But JB fixed that, didn't he? He was so generous to do that for me, and that helped me when I just spent... In the same week, I just paid for the entire holiday to the US, and available cash was just not there. So JB spent 55 odd quid and sorted me out. He's a gentleman. But yeah, it's all the same, isn't it? You spend so much money and you're in the shitter because they've effed up and you can't do anything about it. I completely get that. Completely. A lot of the 598 problems are people using the blue state PlayStation mode and not the red. Is that because their instructions aren't clear enough? Because people don't use it out of choice, do they? Or do they ignore the instructions? Don't know. I was really miffed when Fanatec, when I got my McLaren wheel. Really miffed. No instructions came with the Fanatec wheel at all. I've never connected a QR2 to a wheel before, and all there was for instructions was a QR code that said scan here for instructions, and they'd taken it down on their website. Basically, yes, the instructions are shit and people just use what they thought was right. Yeah. So, but I can happily tell you folks, I'm not entirely happy with the McLaren wheel anyway. The button accuracy is absolutely piss pants poor. I can't get my head around the buttons anyway because the configuration is rubbish. And I know I could change it, but I don't think that this is a bad wheel, the Extreme wheel. It's built for the PlayStation, and I'm actually faster with this overall. But I must admit, I've only gone off the McLaren wheel since I've lost my pedals. And I've had to try and come back to something. It wasn't just the base, it was also the TCLMs. Well, Azza hasn't had a great time with his Thrustmaster pedals, has he? They fell apart basically on him. I am rubbish at this. I am getting nowhere near. I have literally driven for the last hour with no real improvement at all. And I keep trying to be smooth. I am getting nowhere. Right, let's focus and concentrate and not be slagging off Fanatec for half an hour. Come on. Matthew said go to 114 into 5th gear. I'll remember that, because I've not done any of that. Lee said, I had this dead zone at the top of the accelerator, plus having to recalibrate the brakes all the time. Well... had your disconnection, haven't you, Big Popper? You've had the loose collar on the base unit. That's been its own problem. Having to keep that tight, and the damn thing keeps coming loose. And I know they modified it, but I don't know if they dealt with every customer and fixed it for them. Damo said he enjoyed the 598, but it was a good product let down by flimsy design, which I kind of agree with, and they Thrustmaster have acknowledged that, haven't they, by saying their first batch of base units had dodgy power units, which I think every single one of you have experienced in some way, shape or another. Soko Hitman says he'll buy Logitech if the Fanatec stuff lets him down. I don't think that's a bad choice, really. G27 for years, and that thing was bulletproof. That's exactly it, Big Popper. Big Popper says, whatever it is, when I buy something, I just want the damn thing to work. Exactly. That's what frustrates me so much about the Fanatec gear. It's worked beautifully well for a year, I have to say. And because it's worked well for a year, I kind of feel a little bit off about feeling bad about it or speaking bad about it, but it started badly. It was great in the middle, but we're at shit again. So I genuinely feel the Thrustmaster 598 is an entry level DD and not entry level wheel. People will still go in at a layer lower. The G29 is probably the Thrustmaster T300, and I guess they're going to phase the 300 out with this 598, but I can't get anywhere near that time that I used to get. Oh. Well, we know the Logitech big wheel, the Pro, had its issues. We know that had a software problem about 5 months into its release. We know there was all sorts of disconnection issues with it, so they haven't been without their problems, but I think they learned from it. And I think the new RS50 is a good entry wheel, but I don't think it's where I want to be. You read the reviews about the pedals, and the pedals are supposed to be really good, but the pedals for me are what lets it down. I don't think it's enough of a pedal. Where JB's gone in at on his pedals, I think is a really good point to be at. And there's 2 or 3 brands in that same sort of marketplace that are working very much with same or similar pedal designs at the minute, and they're doing slightly different setups. So if you go to the Abruzzi website, you can see the different pedal setups and the different force feedback setups, and it's all very interesting. For virtually any pedals, you can buy the mounts and the vibration system that JB's got sorted for around about 60 quid. The ones JB's got are slightly more expensive, but you can put vibration on any set of pedals for around about 80 quid all told, including mounting brackets, including the vibration units, the Neos, and the software. The software's free if you buy all the pedal gear. So I'm not really worried about a pedal set coming with vibration on, because I know, having investigated what JB's looked at and then doing my own little bit of investigation into where I want to be price point wise, I can do it slightly differently, albeit custom, and it might take a little bit of sorting, but I've felt the benefit of vibration pedals. So you go to Abruzzi, have a look on there, and you'll see the pedal setups, and it is all very interesting stuff. And I have to thank JB for showing us this stuff, and me heading down that line on looking and understanding. But you've got to have in mind what you're doing. Yeah, it's SimHub haptics through SimHub, yep. But there's these ones on Abruzzi run through a different set of software to SimHub, and it's the control software for them, and I'm really quite impressed at what I was looking at. But if you've got the full picture in your head where you're going and what you want to be doing, you can really make the right choice. You can buy a seat cover, yes, that gives you vibration in your seat pad, yes, absolutely can. And SimHub works out of PlayStation and all sorts, but like I'm just trying to get it out of my mouth and I can't get it out there at the minute. You've got to have a full understanding of where you want to go in the future and what you want to be doing. Next level? Yeah, maybe. That do the vibration kit for the seat, yeah. But I would, so I know what my goals are and wants. I want to be full motion, that's 6 degrees of motion, with vibration, etc. I want to be that far in, and I also want it all to be PC controlled, but I want to be able to use the PlayStation as well. I want a full motion rig, and I don't mean massive hydraulics and the thing floating in midair. I don't mind it only having 4 inches of travel, because we know 4 inches of travel can give you that same sensation. So if we're talking about going where we want to and understanding what we want out of the kit, we can get the gear that we know and want to use for the future. And my problem is, and I'm looking at Fanatec and going, it's not going to last. It's not going to be with me when I get this far down the road. So Fanatec, even though it's mid-entry, mid-level gear, and I'm at the top end of the mid-gear, because podium is the higher end, I don't want to go podium. So I've really got to go down the route of spending £3,000 to £4,000 of being where I want to be in the next sort of 4 years. If I'm talking about doing this and doing it properly and having a real rig that works for me and does everything I want to, I have to buy the right kit this next time out. And being forced into that situation is just a frustration. But I always keep saying to myself, let's Fanatec work it out. We know they've got the problems. They will do right by us in the end. Let's just let them work it out and see where they're going to go. You take care, Gandhi. Have a good one, mate. Hope you can get over that damn pesky man flu. I'm going to try and get that 147. I just need to find the consistency to hit that apex going in. And we can do the thing. We don't seem to have the acceleration out the corner. And I think that might be counter steer stopping that. I probably shouldn't, but I'm still all in for giving Fanatec that one more chance to just try and get it right. And if they can get it right, I'm happy with it, because the kit, not bad. It's just let down by the way they work. You'd have said, swap my aids around. What, take off counter steer and put traction control on? Or take off counter steer? I think that's what I need to do. I think I need to take counter off. But the last 2 time increases I've got with counter steer, so, but I don't know if I'm at the optimal, you see. Look how far ahead he is. Absolute nugget ball. We've got half an hour to go, haven't we, really, so... Or ASM, yeah. That'll work. Yeah. 57 laps. I was going for 96. Oh, I've got to dive bomb that entry to the tunnel. That's the only way I can get anywhere near that ghost time. Let's come out. We need to just take stock of where we are. Take a environmental, and then 148,278 would get me there. But I'm so close to that. 878. Now that's all right, isn't it? I will leave you to have that moment. Just give me 2 secs. VKBS accounts still no traction, but I'm 48.2. So top 10 is now a 48,221. Somebody else has gone faster, haven't they? Because it was 48,306. So is it Froggy that's jumped up there, or Fat Man that's just jumped up there? It might be. Definitely Damo's gone ahead. Damo says there's another couple of tenths in it, but I'm done with this one. Yeah, I'm happy to be in top 900. That's pretty decent for me as a fat old grey-haired sweaty dude. But 878, I'm all right with that. A 7? I don't think so. I don't think I've got my room window open because all I've got going on is recycled warm air. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with kit, I don't know. Gotta wait till mid-November to find out what the course of action is. Mid-November is then January really because of my holidays. January we'll look at what we're going to do, January sale, whatever, and find the options. You spud. Yeah. So I think we've got to take stock of where Fanatec is with that kind of development. They've got to... The market thought Fanatec would go. So in terms of where they've been, because they were rude, they were arrogant, they were obnoxious company to deal with whilst they were with their previous ownership, the original owner. And with that being the case, there was a lot of resistance from around the world in terms of companies to work with, the software houses, etc. that are making these games. You know, they were generally not in agreement with Fanatec on a number of things. And you can understand that they weren't getting the position or places in the software development. So, you're about to go bust. And you're looking to implement things for your brand new wheel and systems, and these companies were thinking, I don't know. I don't know where they're going. So you can imagine they got bought out by Corsair, and then companies thinking, actually, this is going to change. Let's listen to Fanatec and let's try and put some of their stuff into the game. So it's been a year since Fanatec had their troubles, and it's taken this long to get stuff into and coded, so it is what it is. The right-hander before the second tunnel only start turning in after you go past the grass on the left. Stay tight to the right and you can really throw it in. Yeah, I have seen that. I've just been having trouble executing that. But yeah, take it on board. I've also got to do the 114 thing. Yeah. They were also selling the Extreme to PlayStation, and PlayStation didn't play with it, did they? PlayStation didn't help Fanatec at all, because between the two of them they were lying to each other about what capability was and what the product was doing. I held on too long there. $114, Matthew said to 5th. This will be the first time I'm going to try this. Tried to gear slam into there and it didn't work. Problem is they were selling it. Oh, you twonk! I was reading. Fucking dickwad. I was 0.4 off on that last lap. This is red lap, so it doesn't really matter. It hasn't been a bad test though. I haven't really noticed the time tick away, and I haven't really got frustrated with it. It's been a good little time trial actually. The car's nice to drive, just a bit slow on the accelerator, that's all. Well, we come out of there alright, didn't we? And I know that's not against the Ghost, it's against my previous lap time, but... car's all right to drive, isn't it? It'd make for a good no assister. Probably should have gone in place of the BMW, but we won't knock JB. That's actually turned out to be a good car to drive, the Z4. You were thinking the same thing? Oh, yeah. JB can't take that as me having a dig then. .697. It's the fastest time of this session, but I lost it all. 2.5 tenths up. You knob end. Did anybody go and have a look at the Abruzzi website? Did anybody take a little gander? Just to confirm what I was talking and thinking and feeling about? Come on. We know we like to leave it to tight to the end, but come on. Let's have it. No, I guess it's a no, yeah. But it doesn't matter. It's easy to say it and not give a link, and people go, well, I didn't know what the link was, and I didn't know where it was going, and I didn't know how to spell Abruzzi. So, I get it. I get it. I should have, whilst talking about it, I should have flipped the web page up and showed you myself and completed the conversation about it. Without having to force you to go look yourselves, but it is what it is. Need to spell it out first, yeah. Red, absolute fucking ball bag. Let's have a minute. Let's just go to Abruzzi and we'll have that discussion. So on the Abruzzi website, if we go and look at racing and have a look at where are we going? I don't know what it come under. Let's look for Neo. Here we go. So you've got the Simagic haptic gear, and then you've got the Simagic Neo rumble packs. They're only £15.50 each. whereas the Simagic haptic linear pedal reactors are 49. If you really want to get into this kind of thing at this level, you know, you're talking 3 pedals, you're talking 45 quid. You need the bracket, which, in all fairness, I don't think it's a massive amount of money. I think it was like 8 quid a piece. If you've only got 2 pedals, you're taking a third off the price. So the rummable pack's $15.50, and then it'll fit to P1000, the P1000i, the P2000. Use the Simagic power supply, which you can purchase here, which is a power pack, 20 quid. And it's a relatively decent set of kit that you can fit on. So it's then whether you can fit them to another set of pedals or any set of pedals. I kind of guess you can, but somebody will have done it. But I'm not entirely sure where Simagic fits in. Simagic fits in with PlayStation levels of gear. So, and I'll probably get told off by GT Amiga for showing their kit anyway, but it is what it is. But I had to deliver to a school today, typed it in Apple Maps. Typed in Apple Maps. When I got there, they'd already had their delivery. Then found out their school is split in 2 and the other one is 5 minutes up the road. How can they have had their delivery? Was you supposed to go to the other one? We've just hit the wobble knob, haven't we? Probably could 3D print the brackets in all fairness. Yes. Yeah, probably could. Wouldn't take a massive amount of designing. Just needs to be robust. Turned in too early, didn't get a late enough apex to run out the corner far enough. Yeah. Getting that pendulum through there is the real trick. What are we? 30 minutes away. Something popped up in Discord, I think, just then. Someone has blueprints for mounts. Okay, cool. I don't actually have to own them, do I, to 3D print them? You have to admit you're excited to try the DD Extreme. When will you try that? It's shit, mate. For the vibrating pedal mode. Yes, yes, yeah, okay. No idea, says Lee. Okay. I don't think it's a massive secret anymore. We need to do that little announcement thing. We'll do that. We'll get that sorted. I'll do that. I need to do some videos, don't I? This feels better. This feels like we're actually on one. Late entry. Come on, you half a bag of spuds. We're not gaining at all, are we? That was a decent lap. But I don't think it's any closer. 7. Another ringer, I shouldn't be surprised. There's 2 ringers. Doorbell ringer, he breaks them. Ah, Az has got his pedals right. A good man. You'll sort it, Az. You've got them worked out. Good man. Just gone faster on Fisherman's Ranch. Good. Absolutely, Big Popper. We've mandated that process from the start, haven't we? Get yourself a solution. Get yourself a way to work towards it. Be constructive. And then work on it. You can only get better. Until your equipment lets you down. And we're all having it at one time or another, so... we'll all go through it. We know that, don't we? Good night, JB. You take care, amigo. You go back to your Elite Premier gear and senior racing games. Your Premier League stuff. It was me setting up wrong. Need to follow the instructions that don't come with it. You've never done it before, Az. It's understandable that there's mistakes. That's the way it works. That's how it is. I'm rolling solo again. Second in the solo category will be fine with me, especially if Mr. Sphinx is back. Yeah, we'll have to. We haven't heard from Mr. Sphinx in a little while. I know he's been extremely busy, but it's out of season, which is another reason for doing it in the January time. Is it's away from the main thoroughfare of everything that's going on. It's after Christmas. So it'll be quieter for people. People have more time. Probably won't have any more money, but at the end of the day, it's about the process, which is what it is. And I'm hoping we get some real good races. I'm hoping we can get half a field. Would be nice. I'm there. Come on, you bad boy. Come on. Let's go. It was to do with calibration. Okay. I really pissed with myself then. It would be awesome to fill every spot, wouldn't it? 406, you mother humping duck pig. I missed the gear change coming down the hill. $16 slots. There'll only be 15 slots, I'm afraid. We need the 16th slot for my second PlayStation. So there are only 15 slots available to racers. I don't know if that's made clear on the thing. Oh, you didn't know, so you'll have put 16. There are only 15 slots available. I run 2 PlayStations to be able to do the stream. So whilst I'm driving, I use the PlayStation 5 to stream from. While somebody else is driving, I commentate from the PlayStation 4, and I use the external views to commentate on. So we will go in and sit inside other people's cars as well. We will do that as we see their laps, and we will do bits and pieces like that, but genuinely, yeah, no problem, sir. It's quite a complex streaming setup, to be honest. I've changed the room around this weekend to actually start that setup to be able to get the equipment where it needs to be. Ideally, not Aussie ideally, I'd turn the room a little bit earlier to try and get things set up even better, but it is what it is. We make everybody roll to the stop in the pits. Everybody stops in the pits under a general yellow. We write down where people are in terms of track position. We round it out to the lap that they're on. And then we restart the servers. We have to reboot, let everybody join back in. And then we say everybody on the whatever lap is on whatever lap, and then we start with the rolling start again. And we just reset the time to be in where it needs to be. Thankfully, we ran entire 24 with no disconnects last time. The only thing was people quit out. But in terms of, we didn't get a disconnect. There wasn't a failure. But it becomes a pace car lap, so to speak. Finish the lap you're on, into the pits. What lap you're on is written down. Then we do a count back at the end, effectively. We'll set the grid up in the position, and then you go away off the grid in an orderly format, and the race positions are set. We don't have to go to the end of the race and count who's where, unless somebody's made a significant recovery and caught back however many laps they lost, etc. at the start. But we will try, and there were 8 teams last year, I think 8. We had half a grid. I know we've got definitely 6, I believe, so far. Just haven't heard anything from Pig from the US, and I'm not entirely sure what BB wants to do. If BB's going to do it again. And because he had 2 teams, you see. So, it might have been 9. But 420 have definitely got a team that they want to put in. JB is going to try and get some mates together to do a team. But, I don't think Fat Man will give it another shot. I think it was hard on Fat Man last year. So, it is what it is. It was what it was. I'm proper fast this time round. And there was like 40 seconds between the teams at the end. The 2 fastest teams. Well, it was my team and me and Sam and Sphinxy. There was 40 seconds between them. Up to about 5 laps to go, there was 20 seconds between them. But then it turned into half a lap at the end. But the 420 guys had to take a pit stop at the end and drop themselves out of contention. Then Sphinxy came back really strong at the end, and it is what it is. Sam opened and closed, and I did a massive long stint during the night. I think I drove 6 hours during the night. Sam did a 3.5 hour opening stint. I then did 3 hours. Sphinxy was solo. He was tremendous, but he was quiet as a mouse all the way through the race. Just solid pace, solid, putting laps in. Like Big Popper. Big Popper was, I think Big Popper was absolutely fine until like 16 hours in, and then because of the time sequence as well, he'd started like 8 o'clock in the morning. His trouble, and I'm speaking on behalf of Big Popper rather not him. Big Popper really started to suffer with focus and concentration, and he had a couple of people drop round to see him, and it really helped because it sparked him up and gave him not necessarily motivation, but it kept him awake. You know, it kept him awake. I was excited and doing all sorts of things every hour and every 2 hours, and going to drive a lot and going downstairs to eat, and I found I wasn't eating and I wasn't drinking because I was quite excited, but it kept me awake, being on edge, doing everything. And when Sam wasn't racing, I think he was struggling to keep awake and do stuff because it was genuinely difficult to keep focus. But Big Pop had some gear issues, that was the worst part. Okay, he was good the whole time. Okay, I thought you really needed somebody to come around and just keep you poked. Now you had that lady pop round. Oh, that's right. Yes, he won the raffle, didn't he, for the chair, the GT Amiga chair. So, without overly ladening the point, Big Popper lost a friend a year or so before the event, maybe not even that. And his family were big supporters of the events, buying tickets and bits and pieces, and it couldn't have worked out any better. They won the overall raffle prize from GT Amiga, the big prize, and yeah, Big Popper was a gibberer from that point onwards. That was rubbish. I wanted company for sure. My dad was around for 2 to 3 hours. Oh, that's right, he was, wasn't he? I gasped, and then the waterworks were heavy, hard to drive. Yeah, of course it was. Of course it was. The hardest thing for me was putting up some of the videos from Make-A-Wish, because I'd not watched them through, and I planned to do one every 2 hours, and some of them were real tearjerkers. And when you are tired and when you're sat feeling a bit sorry for yourself anyway, and when one of these comes on that's a real tearjerker, oh, yeah, I had to kind of step away for a minute and gather myself and ram a bar of chocolate in my gob and just think, yeah, okay, come on. But some of them kids, some of them kids really needed the help, and they got it, thankfully. You know, but not every one of them gets it for remembrance. They get it because they've been denied whatever, and it's a real tearjerker, and it's a brilliant charity. It's a brilliant cause. Couldn't have been proud of the whole community, says Big Popper. Concur that statement. It was totally. It was amazing. And that's why I've thought about holding off on the racing for the immediate time around the event, because genuinely it's such a big event. We need to focus on it, and it's only 10 days or so. Well, 20 days after I get back from the US, so less than 3 weeks, and it's a lot to get sorted. So if we're not league racing but we're just doing a bit of dicking about, we can get practice in and stuff and get stuff done, can't we? We're no closer. Come on, you sausage. No. We just haven't got it today. Top 900 is unfortunately where we're going to be. What struck me was just how far it reached. I mean, it was really the last big thing the channel did in terms of viewership, etc. It got lots of views. It was really good. But then I think we needed to probably follow that up sooner and do something else and work on the back of momentum of it. But I was tired after it, and it did take me a week or so to get sorted. But then it was a year and a half ago, so it is what it is. We'll be going GR1, so we've got to be pace setting. I'd go GR3, but it has to be GR1, I'm afraid. We have to take it to the event. Luca is from New Zealand or Australia, isn't he? Luca races in the early hours of the morning. It'd be great to get Hayden, Luca and Nate racing from that part of the world. To have a Southern Hemisphere participant, it'd be quicker, won't it? We'll get more laps in. Expecting the region of 880 laps. Maybe more. One second, amigo. I've just lost 2/10 coming through there. Yeah, lost. Oh no, we're back on it. We're back on it. Come on. Come on. I'll get to that demo. We're not catching quick enough, I don't think. I might have to have a late stab in the braking zone. 10th down. Really annoying. A little plug for my thread for Daytona 24 on the Discord. Don't think many have seen it. Nobody's posted on the need team name. Yeah, okay. So let me bring that up. Let me bring that up, folks. Whilst we're talking about it, for those people that don't know or do know, we have a Discord. That Discord has lots of information in there, and if you can get onto the Widdowmaker Racing Discord, you'll be able to see everything you're about to see. So in that Discord, we have a really basic setup. It's like a forum. That's how it works. Widdowmaker Racing. I've lost my mouse. Here it is. Widdowmaker Racing at the top. Underneath it is all sorts of areas to discuss. We have the Steward's Office. We have the Widdowmaker League Forum. And then down here, we have the Widdowmaker 24-hour team, which is the announcement I was looking for. And Damo has put in here a post about the Make-A-Wish 24 hours. Was it here? Make-A-Wish 24 hours Daytona? No, that's me introducing it. Where's Dame? Where is your post? Where is it? Make-A-Wish. Widowmaker's 24-hour team. I'm struggling to find it. Is it in general chat? And Wilkie's just put a link up. Where is it? Is the reason people can't find it? Is it in the grid finder section? Grid finder chat. No. Where have you put it? Where is it? New mention. Tip. No. Just tag me on it. There. Market announcements. No. There. We know what those pictures are about, don't we? There's no spoon. Message requests. Elspeth. Mind if I throw a quick question? I know exactly what she wants. No, I can't find it, Damo. New mentions. 24 hours of Daytona info. There it is. It's in the Gran Turismo 7 forum. Don't know. So Damo's put a post up here. We're still a few months off this event starting, but what we need for you guys, if you want to apply, if you want to join in, you want to take part, we just need you to respond to this post with your team name, your team members, whether you're going to be GR1 or GR3. All the information can be found on Grid Finder. It is over here in terms of applying, but it can't be done by you guys. As the main event host, you can register your team, but we need to then, beneath that, do the application for the individuals. So we do have the charity event for Grid Finder. Visit the site, and it is here. It is that one thing. Driver rule. Drivers that have applied and in. Frosty, Red Desmo, Damo, Eagle, Widow, Smoky Tom. So we've got them. Big Popper needs to get his name down there. Website under construction. What website's under construction, Big Popper? But it definitely is there. So, and then results, etc. We're going to run 2 classes. Rules are there, but I'll fatten the rules up and you'll get that sent out. And it is what it is. That's what we need to do, folks. That's a bit of an impromptu advert. On the Discord, you'll find it there. You'll find, the website's under construction for fundraising. Understand, sir. No problem at all. So we are planning to do that with a web link direct to Make-A-Wish, like we did last year. Big Popper's trying to sort out our own one for the event, which would be fantastic. But it all goes under Big Popper's name anyway, because he is the man of the moment with Make-A-Wish. For those that don't know, he is a wish giver. Is that the right phrase, Big Popper? Wishmaker. He decides on which the kids, what they get and how they go about it. He meets with the kid, understands what their situation is, finds out what their needs and wants are, and then he becomes part of the team that gets that wish enabled for them. So Big Popper is one of those guys, and he does a fantastic job, and this is how we, in some sort of way, pay him back and help him to do his fundraising thing. So for all the things he's done for Widdowmaker Racing, etc., over the last 3 years, he's one of the founding fathers for this side of things, and he's massive part of the involvement in the league. So in the leagues, the setup, and he often has input into the way things go, and you can see his influence amongst things. So not holding back or saying anything about it, but we do it because Big Popper loves it so much, and we try and help him along his way. So that's where we are, and that's what we're doing. I'm going to give this one more lap as a fresh one, and If we don't improve, we don't improve. We're top 900, and that's a good old effort. 3.5 hours on a Monday night. And then we're going to go and sleepy bobs. No NASCAR tonight. Wish grant to volunteer. Kiddo interview to find out what they really want. Send that info to Make-A-Wish office and they get it organised. That's what he does. And it's a valuable part of the process. And how many have you done so far, Big Papa? How many have you been involved with? It must be a good fair few without wishing to try. Cheers, has it? I wanted a 47. But we try. No problem at all, sir. Oh, why did we have to slide? Good night, Lee. You take care. Good luck with the doorbells. You ring my bell. Ring my bell. My bell. Ding, 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 ding. I don't know what your bell is, but it could be something else. And it looks like we've run out of steam here as well. You do 2 to 4 wishes a year. Enjoy the fundraiser a lot. The summer's fundraising's just finished. Missed your 5,700 total by less than 200 bucks. Ah, sorry to hear that, mate. That's a shocker. Well, good night, everybody. That's it from me. We will just take a quick look at where we stood, where we stand. And we... Oh, 3-star ticket for today, tomorrow. 881st. Let's have a look and see who's where. We've just ahead of some of the faster guys. Roy Race. Azza is there. Triple's there in 17. Turbo Tom. Testicles. We're amongst fast guys. Good night, Wilkie. Backbone. Fisher. Damo squeezed into the 10. The spot we wanted. Average Dad, which is Hayden. The Ego Fat Man with a tremendous slap. Froggy. Lee in 47,940. Mr. N and Kuna in 47,890. And Hayden with a 47,888. And that is the end of me today. Have a good one, folks. Have a good one. Enjoy the week. We'll see you tomorrow night. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Goodbye, everybody. Who's left in the chat? We can't see. Good night, Azza. Good night, Wilkie. Good night, Damo. Good night, Big Popper. Good night, Damo. Good night, Lee. Good night, Azza. Good night, everybody. All the talking. Have a good one, folks. Enjoy, and we'll see you on the next one. All the best. Take care. Goodbye for now.